My name is Dr. Amy Sapkota. I'm a professor of environmental health at the University of Maryland, and I live in College Heights Estates. While I'm a very strong supporter of the Purple Line and sustainable planning, I oppose the draft Adelphi Road Sector Plan and sectional map amendment in their current forms and urge you to pause the planning process for 1 year. A 1-year delay would allow time to address the significant environmental and planning problems with these plans. For starters, the boundary of the sector plan was not set forth by professional planners and is fundamentally flawed. It unaccountably omits areas north of Campus Drive, including UMD's massive impervious Lot 1, when development of both sides of a street is fundamental to good planning. Instead, the boundary dips a quarter mile south of the Purple Line station to include the entirety of Guilford Woods, a sensitive urban forest ecosystem that provides a range of community services, including sequestration of carbon, supporting wildlife habitat, controlling heat island effects, and supporting mental health and well-being. Next, it is unacceptable that the current plan and sectional map amendment radically increase the zoning density of the entire area without regard to the preservation of Guilford Woods. This is completely discordant with the PG County Climate Action Plan. Specifically, the draft sector plan preserves only 4 out of 102 acres as reserved open space, supporting zoning that would result in the destruction of Guilford Woods at a time when it is critically important to preserve and expand our urban forests to address our ongoing climate and biodiversity crises. Likewise, the current plan does not sufficiently acknowledge the Guilford Run watershed as a critical part of our green infrastructure network. It doesn't directly address stormwater management, and it ignores the recent University of Maryland pause of the Western Gateway project, which would have cleared Guilford Woods. This project was paused due to enormous community opposition that highlighted the environmental and human health benefits of this forest. It is unconscionable if the county were now to turn a blind eye to this extensive opposition coming from its constituents and approve a plan that encourages the development of these woods. The reality is that we don't have to choose between preserving our urban forests and advancing transit-oriented housing. We can do both through sensible planning. UMD architecture students recently submitted a plan that is far superior to the draft sector plan. The student plan calls for high-density development along both sides of Campus Drive, an area closest to the Purple Line station, including Lot 1. The students' plan preserves Guilford Woods and protects Guilford Run. In closing, I urge you to take a step back and listen to your constituents, including over 600 of us who have signed a petition to pause this planning process. The draft sector plan is flawed. A pause is needed to allow time for significant changes that are necessary to meet the climate and biodiversity crises of our time and address transit-oriented housing needs in a manner that everyone can support. Thank you so much for your time.